Good afternoon, or what is a warm, bright and sunny day. It is Tuesday, April the 4th. I have a nice hot cup of tea. And a parcel to unbox. So, and what I have got in here is a copy of Spook Street, which is, let me see, I'm just trying to tell which number this is, but it's part of the Slough House series of novels by Mick Herron, which is an espionage series set here in the UK. It involves a bunch of characters, a bunch of sort of like spies, or rather washed up spies, and they're rather washed up because they have failed at the job, they're alcoholic, they've done something which they shouldn't have done, that sort of thing. And rather than being fired from the service, they've been, as it were, kicked to the curb or sent to a place known as Slough House to work out the rest of their careers, where they can do no harm, essentially doing make work, really boring, dull, uninteresting tasks. But they always tend to find something interesting amongst all that data they've got to sift through and so on, that will bring everything, back to the service's attention, but won't actually get them back into the fold of actively being service agents. So there's sort of like 9 series, 9 books in the series. This one, it's the 4th. Yeah, it is the 4th, thankfully. And I've been slowly reading these again because my partner's picked them up and gone, I'm really enjoying these after we were recommended them by our friend Dave. And of course you will have seen the television series Slow Horses with Gary Oldman as the main character, Jackson Lamb, who is as revolting in the books as he is on screen, if not worse. Flatulence, holes in his socks, smokes, eats an awful lot of curries, swears, is incredibly rude about those under him, the people he has to sort of like be in charge of, and yet he actually does care for them. So, 20 years ago, retired from the intelligence service, David Cartwright still knows where all the bones are buried. But when he forgets that secrets are supposed to stay hidden, there's suddenly a target on his back. The old bastard raised his grandson to be a hero, not a slow horse. Now that's the sort of the main character the protagonist at Slough House, River Cartwright. Now, far from joining the myths and legends of Spook Street, River Cartwright is part of Jackson Lamb's team of pen-pushing no-hopers at Slough House, which doesn't mean he won't ditch everything and go rogue when his grandfather comes under threat. Lamb worked with Cartwright back in the day, and knows better than most that this is no innocent old man. So when a panic button raises the alarm at Intelligence Service HQ, it's Lamb who's calling it on to identify the body. And it's Lamb who'll do whatever's necessary to protect an agent in peril, even if it's a no-hoper like River Horse. And River Horse, to be honest... River Horse, I keep calling him River Horse. River Cartwright is not a no-hoper. It's just he made a mistake early on in his career and got shunted to Slough House. These books are entertaining to read. They're smart, they're funny. Jackson Lamb is one of fiction's grotesques, but you actually come to feel and care for him and those under him, even if they are a completely set of daft, useless sods a lot of the time, but they do come through. There are, at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 novels in the series so far. My partner is slowly working her way through them, having decided she wanted to read them, and I'm going to go back and read them myself when I can find time. And there's also some novellas alongside. Now, this is essentially they're also quite quick reads, and there we go. Let's like all of them. The cover covers to all of them. They've got new covers anyway, because essentially there's a TV series which you'll have seen on Apple Plus with Gary Oldman as Jackson Lamb, and he, you know, so essentially he's the sort of like there's the television or streaming service tie-in versions of these, but they're well worth a read. And this is espionage, very much in the mode of John le Carré and George Smiley, using washed up old no-hopers rather than, you know, those who are useful to the service, and rather than, you know, anything like you know, the James Bond of Ian Fleming, super spies and assassins for hire. They are not. So yeah, this is Spook Street, the fourth Slough House novel by Mick Herron. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this unboxing in the Nook. If you have, then please do click on the like button down below. And of course, if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to more unboxings in the Nook, you'll see me out here with a cup of tea and a package containing a book or game from which I will extract, in this case, a novel, and talk about it to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, again, with that nice hot cup of tea. Then please do click on the subscribe button down below. Thanks again for watching another unboxing Nook. Be back again soon with another one. Bye for now.